What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Neighbors Podcast in the cul-de-sac. I'm Mitchell.
I'm David, your resident speed bump. Dude, I love it. I still love the speed bump.
No, you don't.
I do.
You know what I tried? What I went and got? Got some spicy chicken nuggets from Wendy's.
They're not bad.
They're all right.
No, they're all right.
Yeah.
They're nothing great.
I can see why they took them off the menu, though.
Yeah.
Well, I can and I can't. Like, fucking fast food restaurants are selling chicken nuggets for dirt cheap.
Right. McDonald's, or not McDonald's, Burger King, you can get
$1.50 for 10.
Yeah.
$1.50 for 10?
10 nuggets. McDonald's has like a buy one, get one at $1.
Something. They
So,
always
no, I'm saying they do.
They do?
They do, yeah. So, like, it's a limited menu. But, like, so, like, for the other...
Is this through the app or normal?
No, normal. For example, my boss wanted lunch the other day, so I did a lunch run. She wanted the 10-piece nugget, Diet Coke, medium fry. That came out to, like, $8.
Yeah, like a meal or something.
I got 12 nuggets, a medium fry, and a, like, one, just like a McDouble, right? For, like, $7.
Yeah, there's a bunch of steals, especially through the app.
Yeah, see, I got rid of the app because I was using it way too much.
Yeah, if you use the app. But yeah, I just went, I was like, you know what? Spicy nuggets are back. I'm going to go try them.
Yeah, I mean, again, not great, but they're not terrible. It's kind of nice to have an option just to mix it up. It
tasted better with this creamy sriracha sauce I got.
Dude, I already know I'm going to get so much heat for this, but I'm going to say it anyways. I'm okay eating my nuggets without sauce.
No, I'm fine with that too. But these ones weren't like I wanted them to be spicy. Yeah. And they weren't. Like, there's a little flavor.
Right, I'm not going to lie.
Spicy.
I was worried for, like, the next 40 minutes. I'm like, this fucking guy's eating shit without sauce?
Well, no, I can eat it without sauce, yeah.
Right, you showering with socks on, you fucking psycho?
Yeah, that would be weird.
Do you like spicy, like, no matter how spicy it is, you like it? Or does it have to have a flavor?
Yeah, well, I would like it to have flavor. Yeah, I don't want it just I just want it to, like, give me fucking a burning asshole for no reason.
I'm not trying to just light my mouth on fire. I want to have, like, you know, if it's hot... Yeah. It has a little flavor to it, great. If I feel like my pores open and start to sweat, but the flavor's real good, that's perfect.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want it to taste good.
Right.
I
just want to have some taste.
I really like spicy food, but I can't handle a lot of it. So, like, I'll go to like Buffalo.
Oh, so good. I love Buffalo.
And for a flavor, I would get like the hottest I'd go is like mango habanero.
Okay.
And like that's when I'm feeling adventurous.
Yeah, have you ever done the blazing just for fun?
No, fuck that.
Dude, me and my dad, we'd get blazing just to see who could eat the most without, like, freaking out.
I'd freak out in one bite,
well, dude, so here's funny. Like, when we were going to Buffalo pretty regularly, like, we could get through, like, 2.5, 3.
Yeah, no.
This last time we did it, we each took a bite, and instantly we're both just like, fuck, go get whiskey, something. Yeah. Dude, it's terrible.
I like Buffalo. Like, their food's pretty good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good.
Right.
But what makes it terrible is the fucking service there.
See,
especially
the service is not great, but I really like the atmosphere. It's a very
they changed it, so it's a little bit better.
See,
but
I don't mind just like rolling in, knowing I'm going to spend some time there. I'm okay with it.
I don't mind.
If I'm in and out quick, yeah, like, whoops, not on board for that.
Yeah, I mean, if it takes you 25 to 30 minutes to come get my drink order, fuck you.
Are you sitting in the bar or are you just sitting at regular tables?
Table. Oh, okay. Dude, this is like, because they remodeled it, there's not a lot. It's so crazy, too.
Which one are we talking about?
The Beaverton one.
See, I don't go to the Beaverton one often. I hit Streets of Tannisbourne usually, or downtown.
Yeah. Downtown?
Yeah.
God damn, that's far.
Dude, I'm downtown a lot.
Gross.
I love downtown.
Did you hear that they spent like $800,000 on rocks to displace like homeless people downtown?
Rocks?
Yeah.
To displace them?
Yeah, they like put all these rocks like where they were camping out.
I can't say that I did. Nope.
Yeah, $800,000, man.
They're just gonna flush them out to like the suburbs,
a different
I guess.
Place. Yeah. I mean, somewhere else downtown. Yeah.
But going back to this Buffalo thing real quick.
It was weird.
Honey barbecue and Asian zing. Those are my combo flavors that I go with.
Yeah, I'm not... honey barbecue to me is just like chicken nuggets with barbecue sauce on it.
See, I love it. But to me, like, the Asian zing and the honey barbecue, like, Asian zing gets warm, honey barbecue is sweet.
Yeah, that's what I do with spicy garlic and Parmesan garlic.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you've got your method down.
Pretty much the same, except for there's not really like a Parmesan garlic like dipping sauce that most places will give you. So that's why I don't go... When I go there, that's why I don't get like honey barbecue, because I could go to McDonald's
specifically there,
and I could go get barbecue sauce.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I really like their honey barbecue wings. I don't know.
My name's Mitchell, and I'm a foodie.
No, it's
Michelle.
I like food a lot, though.
Oh, food's delicious.
Almost too much.
Are you that guy that, like, if somebody keeps putting food in front of you, like, you'll just keep eating it?
To an extent.
Yeah, see.
Depends on what it is.
There's not really much of an extent for me. I'll do it. I'll feel shitty about it, but I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Like...
Yeah, I'll eat a lot.
I got in this topic the other day, and it was somebody asked me if I could eat a full grande meal from Taco Bell.
What's that?
It's just 12 tacos.
What the fuck?
Yeah, to which I was like, yeah, no problem. And they're like, no fucking way. And I said, let me rephrase that. I can eat 12 tacos.
Yeah, it won't be
I will
enjoyable.
not feel good about eating 12 tacos, but I can put them away.
Like, if you're going to test me.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'll eat it. I'll eat it all.
Quiz, here's 3.
That sounds like...
sounds terrible.
Yeah, that sounds like diarrhea.
Yeah, I mean, trust me. Again, I would not feel good about it. However, I could do it.
I don't think it would take me...
No, I think you could do it.
But in a time frame? Like, one sitting, eat your 12 tacos?
I'd give you, like...
It would take me a while.
Hour and a half tops.
I mean, I would really have to try.
No, I don't think so. I think if you were just posted up in front of friends... Like, the show friends, not like your friends.
I think you're overestimating my eating abilities.
No, sure. I've seen you eat sushi. You put that shit away.
Yeah, sushi I can eat a lot of.
Yeah, you put that away. No different.
You ever order, like, a thing... Do you eat sushi often?
No.
Or at all?
I need to learn to... It's one of those foods I really need to learn to like.
Do you
put
like fish
myself...
and stuff?
I mean, yes, some of it. But it's also, too, like, it's just still so new and foreign to me. I haven't just, like, taken the plunge yet.
When you've had some, you liked it, though?
Yeah, so here's the thing, like, I don't like this slippery stuff where I take a bite and it slides right to the other side of my mouth. Because now I'm just like, cool, it's in my mouth and I'm still working to, like, eat it. This is not okay.
That's the best stuff, though.
Like crab? I don't like crab.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's surprising. They put a crab in a lot of stuff, so...
Right, I'm very limited, which is why I'm saying I haven't really, like, tried enough. But also, too, I think, for me, I know there's a lot of fake crab out there.
It's almost all fake crab.
Yeah, so, like, cool.
Which is made by whitefish.
All right. I mean, hey, man, any fish is cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's the type. It's the type of fish.
No, I know. I'm just
because it looks most like crab.
Gotcha.
So they fake it. Like if you bought like imitation crab is made from like a yellowtail type.
Right.
Type of
but yeah,
fish.
so I haven't had enough sushi to really say that I like it. Like whenever I go out, I get like just typical basic beginner sushi set.
Yeah, but like a California roll has crab in it.
Well, I'm not gonna get them anymore. Thanks for that update. I'm just kidding.
Well, it's sort of crab.
Right. I mean, it has enough flavors that it like balances out the crab, you know, or kind of hides it a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I love it all. There's not much that I don't like. The only thing that I'm not a huge fan of is what is it? Raw squid.
Ooh, I've never had squid.
Dude, it's like
I've had calamari, which is different. Yeah.
Calamari's fine.
Right.
That's good. But
except for the after breath, dude. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
So brutal.
A lot of things that though.
I know. I just normally I have like gum or Tic Tacs in my car.
Like, must smell like shit.
Yeah, no. I usually like swig down a little bit of water after every sip.
He has a bunch of mints now on like the reception desk.
There it is. So they know. They clearly know.
Exactly. They're
know. Like, oh man, we got so many complaints.
We gotta figure this out.
Hey, what are you doing? Go to Costco and buy us $1,000 worth of mints.
Yeah, this guy smells like shit.
Oh yeah, hey, I'm the mint guy. 3 of my trucks are here. Yeah, just go ahead and back them up. Loading bay.
Yeah, just
C. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're doing all that construction over there.
I know, dude. I saw that. I haven't driven by the campus in a while, and I just saw this big towering skyscraper, and I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah, they're doing 2 buildings, so they're basically moving everybody who's in Mia Hamm right now. Well, they will be when the new innovation building pops up. Mm-hmm. And apparently, on one of the sides of the building, they're doing like a ramp that is going to be separated into 4 different things. So like regular like concrete, turf, grass, and then like sand for like it's a training ramp.
Good lord, that's dope. I mean, leave it to them.
Yeah, it's weird though.
I think it's cool.
Apparently,
yeah, but they have a giant slide to get down.
I guess they have something like that, and they have something like that. And I don't know if they're actually doing that. That's what I was told.
That's cool though. I dig it.
I guess they have something like that already somewhere.
Huh.
I would guess that. I mean, gyms. I've seen gyms have turf and different shit. So
I mean, Crunch has turf.
Yeah, Crunch has
kind
turf.
of.
It's like AstroTurf shitty thing, but
but still,
it's better than sitting on the ground like that.
Very
the
true.
other shit that they have.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, it's cool though. But
interesting.
Back to sushi. The best stuff once you get into it is going to be the big raw fish stuff.
Yeah, see, I know that. I think there was like one last time I went with you. You were like, "Yo, try this," and I was like, "Nah, it's got a big old thing of raw fish." You're like,
Yeah, you
"No,
just
just
gotta
try
try
it." I think it was salmon was on it. Is that right?
Yeah, it's probably salmon.
Okay, so I just like I somehow got on the chopsticks and like
Yeah, you liked it all right.
yeah, I liked it all right once I could finally chew it, but it was just slipping and
That's how
sliding
squid
back and
is.
forth, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like
squid is crunchy and chewy, so it's like
pick one.
it's both.
Don't be both. Pick
Yeah,
one.
it's
Make
both.
up your
It's
mind.
weird.
You coming or you going?
And it doesn't have a lot of flavor, so in order to get the flavor there, you have to like put soy sauce on it.
You ever dip it in sriracha hot sauce from Wendy's?
No,
Okay.
that probably tastes good actually.
You think so?
Yeah, something spicy because I don't like wasabi.
Gotcha.
I fucking hate it actually.
That makes me think of all those wasabi commercials. Or not wasabi, but the What's Up commercials.
Yeah. I was gonna say I think that was like a Pepsi commercial or something.
Was it Pepsi?
I don't
it was
know.
beer.
Was it a beer commercial? Bud Light
Maybe.
or something?
It might have been Bud Light. It had to
It
have
was
been
something
beer.
you drink.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
sort of liquid.
Yeah.
Dude, what's your like go-to fatty food? Like when you're just feeling like a fat kid, what's your go-to food to eat?
Oh, when Marvin's out to play?
Yeah, when Marvin's out.
Yeah, Marvin's out a lot, man. I've been on a big milkshake kick right now.
Dude, milkshakes are good. Where do you go for them?
McDonald's usually.
Have you been to Blue Moon Diner up here?
No.
Really
But
good
like, I don't
milkshakes.
want to go inside
Why?
because I just want to pull up and grab it and
That's
then
fair.
leave. Yeah.
Okay, I get that. Okay. When Douglas comes out, man, it's actually the one place Douglas always comes out is Red Robin.
Dude, Red Robin
Mozzarella
makes me
sticks.
almost nearly shit my pants.
Mozzarella sticks. It's called the Dirty Bird for a reason. But
Yeah.
dude, the mozzarella sticks, shit you not, me and my sister will
Can't do
literally
it.
like we'll get ready to throw hands about that. The last
Mozzarella
one's there?
stuff.
No, just the mozzarella sticks.
I used
like,
to hate him.
Oh,
I
dude,
used
they're
to.
so
They're
good.
I like them now. I like them more now.
fucking love them.
I used to not like them.
Red Robin arguably has the best mozzarella sticks though.
I think we had them. Tanya and I probably had them before.
I'm sure you guys have.
I love Red Robin's food. I just can't. If I eat it, I gotta eat it at home. Because bad things are about to happen.
That's fair. See, I'm not that bad. It was Budweiser with the What's Up.
Budweiser,
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I love Red Robins. I had a milkshake last time I was there, actually.
Yeah, I always get a milkshake at like Burgerville.
Oh yes, the seasonal shakes.
Yeah, I do, and then I do get a lot of Blizzard stuff. That's kind of been our thing. Summer and fall and like winter stuff is always different because whenever it's summer, like as soon as it starts to be warm like it is today, I'm like, oh, I really want like an iced coffee from
Dude.
Dutch.
Right?
Like that's all I want.
So I've saved so much money by just putting ice cubes in a glass and pouring coffee in it at home.
Yeah, right.
It's not the same, but I mean, it does the job. But yeah, there's.
cold brew
I
stuff.
remember in college when I got introduced to like the iced coffee, and I was like, "Wow, what?
It's good stuff, man.
It's so good."
Yeah,
What's your ice drink from Dutch? What's your go-to?
ice caramel annihilator.
Nice.
I think it's and I always go light ice, extra caramel, so it's a little sweeter.
Annihilators are real good.
But they're like 6 shots in that bitch.
Yeah,
I
used to-
always get larges.
Oh
And
god,
they're-
I
Dutch
can't.
Brothers is like relatively cheap.
I can only
for
do
coffee
mediums.
places.
Yeah, no, it's.
You go to like Starbucks and it's like $6-7. And
No, I don't mess with Starbucks.
dude.
Don't care.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Nope. I'll do it.
I mean,
in a
I like
pinch.
it, but yeah.
But it's usually just a black coffee or a vanilla bean frappuccino. But yeah, dude, I'm all about. I love Dutch Brothers. I used to be real bad about it.
Yeah, I've only gotten it like 3 times this summer, but I used to get it all the time. The hard part for me is like sugar shit,
Yeah.
which I really like. Marvin and just really enjoys it.
Marvin's like, more, I need my fix.
Yeah, Marvin is like,
The dude from Men in Black.
I'm just really happy that my alter ego likes sugar and not like heroin.
Well, that's because your alter ego probably hasn't had heroin yet.
Yeah, that's probably
Is there
fair.
yet? Or should I just go ahead and get rid of that yet?
No, I mean, I'll never try heroin. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet, but you know,
Yeah.
maybe one day.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Marvin loves his sugar, dude. So, for those of you guys who don't know, it seems fairly obvious now, but like I name different types of my personality.
Yeah.
So I've done this for a really long time, and people didn't know. So like, I think David asked me.
I think it was last episode or 2 episodes ago.
I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast.
I think.
We were talking about something. We went and got Dairy Queen after the podcast.
Yeah. Well,
And I
no,
was like,
we
oh, yeah,
talked about it one day when Tanya was here, but I'm trying to think if we talked about it when Dougie was here. I don't think
No,
so.
I don't think we did. We just talked about it
Tanya.
before we
Yeah,
recorded when
that's right.
Tanya was
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've named him for a while. So like Marvin, on my old Instagram, I deleted it now, but there was like a picture of a ice cream cone. Like it was a butterscotch dip cone from Dairy Queen.
Nice.
I was
The
like,
dilly bar?
Marvin's here. It wasn't a dilly bar. It was just the ice cream cone. Yeah.
Gotcha, my bad.
But it's same shit.
Also,
pretty
too,
much.
you know how like I'm like, oh, dip cone ice cream? Yeah, that's a dilly bar.
Yeah.
Test me.
I was like, yeah, it's Marvin. Marvin's fat. I don't know why. This is the fat kid that lives inside me. And I believe that every person, no matter how skinny you are, has a fat kid who wants to, break out of the shell.
Sure.
Just like every person has like, a rude or a bitchy side. That's Michelle.
That's Michelle.
The big
Marvin
black guy from
Michelle.
Dodgeball.
Yep.
Yeah, Michelle. That's me when I get a little ornery, I guess.
I'm trying to think what my bitchy name is. I don't know yet.
Yeah, and if you have these, they have to start, like, I couldn't be like, oh, my smart kid name is, nothing, it has to start with an M. It has to.
Yeah. Yeah, we came up with Douglas for me on the way back from Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
because I got ice cream and, there's a deal on burgers. I'll buy 2, whatever.
Yeah.
Douglas.
Tanya got me a flamethrower burger from Dairy Queen the other day, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, see, I'm real bad about it, man. I like just their plain cheeseburgers. I think it's a good balance of meat, cheese, bun. I think they got it down.
I don't care that much.
All right,
It's fast food burger.
Douglas is clearly the foodie.
All taste the same.
That's
not really.
That's a bold-faced lie. You say that with a straight face, you're a psychopath.
I wouldn't ever choose, like, if I was going to go, I don't like the burgers too much from Dairy Queen. Like, because they do...
You're wrong, but you're entitled to your own opinion.
Charboil?
You're wrong.
Fucking...
Yeah, something like that.
Some nasty shit.
I like it.
Yeah. No.
All
I don't like the pickles, the dill pickles they use.
See, again, meat, cheese, bun. That's how I do it, purist.
Yeah, but that's
delicious.
That's garbage, man.
No way.
You need more flavor. You need to be cultured.
So here's my thing.
Meat, cheese, bun. What are you,
dude,
7?
When I was 7, I was eating everything on my burgers, and then by the time I was 8,
happened?
I don't know, man. I used to get burgers with like everything: onion, pickle, ketchup, mustard. Didn't matter, right? And then one day at the dinner table, took a bite. I was like, I don't like this anymore. Took it all off.
So here's a story about how fat Marvin is.
Parents were baffled, by the way.
In the world, he's just a fat person. There was a few years ago. Well, now it's forever ago. When we were in high school, and one year it had snowed like really bad. I think it was probably 2008.
When it snowed really bad in high school.
It snowed like real bad, like blizzard shit.
Was it like where they sent us to school and then like 40 minutes in, they're like, go home?
No.
Not
this
that
was
one?
So, yeah, it was like, it was toasty. And it might have been during winter break, which kind of sucked because we already had it off. But all I remember was it was really bad. And Doug lived on the other side of 185th, and we were at his house. I got driven over there. And basically, it was at the point where it was snowing to where, like, all right, Mitchell, if you decide to go,
you're stuck
there.
Yeah.
Like, you can't come home. Or, like, we're just not going to pick you up. So if you want to come home, you got to walk. They're like, okay. So we went there and...
Who's we?
Just myself and Doug were there. And we decided, hey, we're fucking hungry. Marvin needs some food. And there's nothing here. So we
ain't stopping Marvin.
So we walked. It was like Johnson in 185th area. Like that general direction.
Right.
And so we walked to McDonald's. And we ordered a lot of food because we knew, like...
you walk down, so, like, you're warm, you're sweaty, like... You're probably like checking your feet, and you're hungry, right? But then you have to walk back, so like you're gonna get some for that too.
So then I'm gonna get I'm gonna get hungry for the walk back, and Douglas, I might eat on the way there.
Douglas gets you, man. I get it.
By the time we got back to the first off, we were stopped by this random couple. Maybe so we were probably like 15, in between 15 and 17.
Okay.
And we were stopped by this couple that was probably like late 20s, early 30s. Okay. And they started asking us questions.
They were like totally on the run.
Shit.
They were on the run.
No. They asked me questions like, they were basically alluding to the fact that we were like, had to have been super high because we bought McDonald's and we're walking in the snow.
Wait, time
which
out.
is kind of a valid thing, but they were giving me really sketchy fucking vibes. Like maybe they wanted to know if we were high because they are cannibals that only eat people with THC in their body.
Right.
I don't know. It was weird.
Let me backtrack this real quick. What McDonald's did you go to?
TV Highway?
Wow. Okay, so you walked from Doug's to... It just dawned on me the one by Thriftway was not built.
No, it wasn't there.
Wow, damn.
Yeah.
That's a commitment.
Well, we were at 108th and TV Highway, so... we were already over there.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah.
Like, in the day... Like, if it wasn't snowing...
Yeah.
It would have taken us 15 minutes.
Oh,
It snowed,
okay.
so it took us like 45.
I was thinking the Miller Hill house.
Yeah, no. He was over on the other side.
Okay. That makes me feel way better. I was like, wow, you guys really trekked for that.
No, we did not go. Yeah, we weren't.
Like,
I wasn't gonna, if I was there, I would not have walked down the hill to walk back up it.
A lot closer.
Yeah.
But,
so,
okay.
They were asking us weird shit, and we were like, all right, what the fuck? And so that was probably a 10-minute conversation that was weird. Like, and it wasn't a fluid conversation. They would ask us something, we'd say, and they would just sit there and fucking stare at us like they wanted to, like, suck our souls out. Like, it was weird shit.
Damn, okay.
They could have been aliens. I don't know.
Could have been.
So, by the time we got back, our shit was fucking frozen.
That makes me so, like... I'm a bundle of emotions right now. I'm angry.
And you know what we did?
I'm sad. Like...
Instead of just warming it up somewhere...
You just threw it?
No. We turned the gas fireplace on, and we just put the bag, and we laid them all out, opened the wrappers up, and then, like, we went out and did... Or, like, we, like, went downstairs and, like, did stuff. So, like, these people who stopped us for potentially being high, even though we weren't, we did some weird shit where we, like, just left it open left the wrapper open in the patty there just to warm up on the gas fire. Instead of throwing it in, like, the oven or throwing it in the microwave.
Just put that shit on broil. A little bit of broil.
Yeah, like, it would have been easy, but we just threw it in front of that, and then we were like... Yeah, that's what we did.
That's
incredible.
How
fat Marvin was. Because Marvin was like, I ain't microwaving a burger. That's just going to be gross. It's got to be heated up via a gas fireplace. That's what will taste good.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Yeah, he's a weird guy. But those people who stopped us, I'm almost certain they were fucking serial killers.
Yeah.
They were weird. Like, they would have kidnapped us if their white van could be moving in the snow.
Right.
But it couldn't. So they just decided to talk to us.
That's why they just gotta get white tires, white windows, and then just be a white out van.
It would have been like
if
Ted Bundy's girl also was a serial killer. That's how it felt.
Okay. Wow. That's incredible. Wow. So, yeah, those people were really messing with you.
Yeah, they were fucking with me. They fucking with my head, dude.
Also, I think my angry name just popped into my head. I feel like Derek.
Derek? Yeah, Derek's more like a douche, I feel like. But that could be angry.
No, see, my douche name is Dave.
Yeah,
I'm Dave.
That's kind of douchey.
Dave does not eat that. He always refers to himself in the third person. Right? Dude, see that face right there? Boom, that's it.
Yeah. I don't know.
What's your name? I'm Dave.
I think the shortened version of a lot of people's names kind of are like that. Michael, Mike.
Yeah.
Could be douchey.
Mitch. Too bad. Too bad. What's your stripper name? If you were going to be a stripper, what would your stripper name be?
Oh. It's got to start with Michelle. In all audiences.
Michelle, not Michelle, but Michelle?
Yeah, just Michelle, not Michelle.
Okay.
Michelle's when I'm like, fuck you.
Okay.
I'm like pissy for some reason. I'm
Michelle.
I'm on my male
Michelle
period
too,
or
like
something.
Your myriad?
My myriad, yeah.
Okay.
Apparently those exist.
Really?
I don't know.
I was watching what was it? I was watching No Strings Attached the other day, and it was Natalie Portman lives with 3 other people. One of them's a guy.
Oh, Thor?
Oh yeah, sorry. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, female Thor.
How ridiculous is that? No.
I know Thor. I know. However, for this, Natalie Portman, back when she was just
this
Natalie
was No
Portman,
Strings Attached with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah,
good movie.
When like she was on her period or something like that, and then the guy roommate, they were all just like struggling, and the guy roommate was like, "Oh, I love when we're all on the same cycle. I'm just such a bitch," and I was just like.
Yeah, that movie was pretty funny.
Which one did you think was better? Because they're the exact same movies.
With
Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis, yeah. No Strings Attached or Friends with Benefits?
I think I'd probably rather look... fuck, dude.
Yeah. Because here's my theory on this. I think Ashton Kutcher made the movie, and Mila's like, I could do that shit way better. And then hey,
she did?
Justin, want to make this movie?
And then she did or didn't?
I don't know. I have to.
They are the same movie, though.
100%. I flip-flop back and forth.
I'd have to watch them again. I haven't seen them in a while.
Well, here's the thing. One's in California, and the other's in New York.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
I probably would... I think there's some funnier moments in the Ashton Kutcher one.
No Strings Attached?
Yeah, because all of her roommates are like doctors or nurses or whatever.
Right.
So there's some funny scenes in that.
But also, too, like, Mila Kunis is just such a smart ass.
Yeah, she is a smart ass. She's funny in Ted.
Oh, she's hilarious in Ted.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know which one I like more. I feel like I would go with Friends with Benefits more. I'd probably say I like that one a little more.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
Maybe a little better to look at.
yeah. Dude, yeah, Mila Kunis, man. She is...
Oh, I was talking about JT, sorry.
Oh. Oh. Oh, okay.
JT's actually really funny, too.
Dude, he is. He's a very funny
Not
individual.
that Ashton Kutcher's not, but JT's, like, he's one of those people where you're like, he's probably not that funny.
Well, the funny thing is, like, you see Ashton Kutcher in, you know, like, That 70s Show.
Yeah.
Killers, No Strings Attached, all that stuff. And then Justin Timberlake comes out in Friends with Benefits. You're just like, ooh.
Yeah, he's funny, dude.
Can you do that?
Time.
Out of Time.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's Out of Time.
I don't know.
Time,
you know what I was talking about, though.
Time's just a magazine.
Dude, what a crazy, like, that would be such a weird life.
Yeah.
You pay with time.
Dude, right?
Just fucking steal people's time.
Oh, my God. Like, imagine being an investor on Wall Street.
Yeah.
Like, I got all the time.
Except for, I think investors would die real quick. Some of them. Because if you fuck up, you're just dead.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah, you'd just be dead.
I feel like
as soon as I hit the jackpot, be like...
See, I feel like at that point, I would go, like, straight into, like, some sort of, like, general labor. Just to make sure I could be, like, plugging time away.
Yeah.
But then, too, if it takes me, like, 40 minutes to get my job done, they're only paying me 20 minutes, then I'm losing 20 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know. It'd be a weird thing. Coffee. Give me 20 minutes of your time.
Oh, man.
Gas.
Oh, man.
All of it. It would be weird. But it's definitely an interesting concept.
Oh,
the movie wasn't great.
Man.
Is he married? He is married to Jessica Biel, right? Yep. She's in that movie.
No.
Who's the girl in it?
Oh, crap. It's not Jessica Biel.
Are you sure?
Positive.
It's a girl who kind of looks like her then.
Not Jessica Biel.
Kind of looks like her, though.
Not Jessica Biel.
Yeah, but what's her name?
It is... Whoops. That is not the movie we want.
It's like Hot Tub Time Machine.
Maybe
like,
I was wrong.
Out of Time is not the name?
Yeah.
Damn it, David.
In Time.
In Time.
In Time. Out of Time is a Denzel Washington movie. The cast is... Let's see. The woman is... Amanda Seyfried.
Is it really?
Yeah. Amanda Seyfried's in it.
Never mind. I'm totally thinking of a different movie.
Olivia Wilde's in it. Are you thinking of...
Olivia Wilde is who I'm thinking of.
okay.
Who doesn't super look like her, but a little bit. Enough. Enough to get confused.
I'm going to disagree with that one.
I think so.
I'm going to disagree with that one. There's a lot of people in this movie. Holy moly.
I think enough to get confused for sure.
Okay, well, you just clearly did not know the difference between the two women when you watched that movie.
No, I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Yeah, it has been a while since I've seen it too,
It's
actually.
like-
but
It's like with No Strings Attached and Friends Without I haven't seen that movie, either of those, in forever. And a lot of these movies that I saw before, like, I cared.
Right.
So,
I only watched No Strings Attached because I was cruising through Hulu to get to... Wow, I was going to say that terribly. Hulu to get to How I Met Your Mother. Mm-hmm. And then it said, continue watching No Strings Attached. I'm like, I haven't watched this. Sure enough, I was like an hour into it. Yeah, that truck was real aggressive driving by. I heard that too. Not necessary.
It was rude.
Right? People these days.
Yeah, there's some fucking... Dude, what the heck? You just look at some of these movies that people have made and you're like, they were in this?
How? How is that a movie?
Dude, you do not know how many movies I see where I'm like, how'd this fucking shit get made? By the way, I'll throw this clip out here just because I haven't said it yet. My cousin's movie.
Yes.
We should watch it. It's called Doe.
D-O-U-G-H?
No, like John Doe.
Oh, okay. D-O-E?
Yeah.
Did he write it and produce it?
I don't think he wrote it. I know
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he produced it. He might have written it. Let me look. I can't remember exactly all of the stuff he did on it.
Okay.
Let me look, though. Let me look. I really enjoyed it. Let me see if he's on the...
What's it on?
Everything, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I will most...
But I might be wrong. Oh, I might be wrong about that, too. Let me look. Producer. He produced it.
Okay.
Let me look and see what it's on. Because I believe, like, you can stream it on a lot of stuff. So it's, like, on demand. And, like, Amazon Prime. But you get to, like, buy it.
Okay, interesting.
But I'll read you the synopsis. The man wakes up with no memory of his past, but the ability to speak dozens of languages fluently. After finding a clue about his former self, he will race against time to discover his true identity. It's good, man.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'll definitely check it out.
It's called Doe.
I'll definitely gonna look it up.
I remember watching it and I was like, "Ooh, this is sick."
Did you watch it with kind of a bias or with the same?
No, because I told him if it was ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not just because it was family. You didn't go into it like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy this, or I'll go easy on him.
No, he's had 2 movies that I've watched where I'm like, "Oh, this is good."
Okay.
And then one movie I didn't enjoy that much.
Okay.
I thought it was the shots that they had in this movie were good, but the plot line just didn't make much sense.
I had no idea he was down doing movies.
He writes them and produces now, but he was doing more before.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Down in Cali?
Yeah, he was. Now he's in Vashon, though.
In where?
On Vashon Island in
okay.
Seattle.
Dude, good for him. That's
it's
dope.
cool, man. It's one of those things where you're like, he's got his fucking name on something. I had an opportunity to work with him on one movie. I got a call to work on. It was actually right after I went golfing at that golf course.
Yeah.
He called me and asked me if I wanted to work on it, and my bosses wouldn't give me the time off.
Lame.
Yeah, it was like for like 4 weeks or something.
Damn. That's funny.
And it was like during slow time.
Yeah.
So
lame.
It was shit. Yeah, I was like, that's fucking dumb. In hindsight, I should have quit and just gone and done it, and then figure something out, because they would have hired me back.
Right.
I think, especially with given the circumstances, but it doesn't pay a whole lot. But I would have just been like basically an administrative assistant.
Have you ever been on? Have you ever been on set for like movies or TV shows? Dude.
The only thing I was on Jay Leno, so it's kind of like on a set.
Okay. So my cousin, she's a location scout, actually.
I saw Jay Leno live. I wasn't on Jay Leno.
No, I got you. I knew
was
what you
on
were
TV
talking
though.
about. Yeah.
I went and shook his hand and shit. Yeah.
It's funny. Speaking of being on TV, I went to a Blazers Thunder game with my sister.
Yeah.
And I was on TV. And like I had so many friends back. This was back when I had Snapchat. They were like sending me like Snapchats of me on TV.
Yeah.
And they're just like, "Hey, smile, be happy to be there."
Yeah.
I was like, "I was just focused, guys. Sorry." And like,
shit's going on.
Yeah. The one guy sent me a text like, "Hey, put your phone away and watch the game." I'm like, they were on the other side of the court and they called timeout. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I when I went to the Pelicans game. That we were coincidentally both at.
Right.
I was right behind the basket, so all the shots blocked us out.
Oh,
it was a bummer.
Lame.
But that game was a blast.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for the new season start. I think our first game's on like the 23rd of October.
For sure.
Play Denver.
Oh, it'll be good times.
We just have a new court made.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to do... Are they using that court the whole year?
Yeah.
You know? Oh, they are?
Yeah. So I think some of the games are played at the Memorial Coliseum.
No way.
Yeah. Some are. They're going to do a couple. That's where they set the court up right now.
Yeah, that's where it's set up.
Right, but they said, I was reading through the comments, and I think they said a couple games are going to be played at the Coliseum.
No.
Yeah?
What's the Coliseum's fucking seat count?
Not that many.
Yeah, there's no way.
I think it's just because it is... I don't think it's going to be like the higher end, like the big star games, but like some of the smaller games, because I think that's where it started. But, well, while you're looking that up, my cousin, she works as a location scout. She did Grimm. She did the second season of American Vandal.
Yeah, Grimm was cool, man. It went a little downhill, but Grimm was cool.
But it was fun for a while.
You do 12,000 seats.
I know.
They'd be losing out on like 8,000 seats.
Assuming they sell out every seat to every game.
They do.
No, they don't. You're telling me some games you've been to that they've sold every seat out?
They sell out all the time.
No, they don't.
David, yes, they do.
No, they don't. I'm
not saying that there's never been like 1 or 2 seats available, but there's never been 1,000.
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. I gotcha. Yeah. Okay. I get that. That makes sense.
And dude, they sell standing area.
Okay, hang on. No,
I just don't think that they would do this.
Let's just take a look here.
This is madness talking.
Blazers
they might,
schedule
but that's just insane to me. They'd lose out so much money.
I am looking this up. The shit. Now I can't multitask. God dang it, Mitchell.
I mean, we don't have to look it up right now.
No, I'm looking it up right now. I want to know. I'm either going to be right or I'm going to be foolishly embarrassed on this podcast. Okay, yeah, what was I saying, though? Oh, yeah, so she's a location scout, and on the last episode they were filming for the last season of Grimm, my family and we got to go out and check it out.
Here's what it is.
And dude,
Exhibition games.
oh, that's what it is.
Preseason games.
Okay, so I was partially right.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Not overly right, but partially right.
Yeah.
But so we got to go out and we got to see all this stuff, and dude, it's crazy what they bring. Like, you trek it up this tiny little path. People just carry it in, carry it out, set it up. They set up like helium lights.
Yeah.
And they're just providing so much like golden hour, natural looking light. Dude, it was just unreal. And the people on Groom were so nice.
Yeah, I bet.
It was stupid.
I love seeing stuff like filmed in Portland or in Oregon.
It was
without
awesome.
a paddle. I think I like it so much more just because I know it's filmed in
100%.
Oregon.
Well, there's a new show coming on ABC starting September 25th. Stumptown.
Oh, yeah?
That's what it's called, yeah. And it's interesting. Colby Smothers?
Yeah, Smolders.
Yeah, she's in it.
Yeah, I know from like her...
Jake Johnson, the guy from New Girl.
Yeah.
He's in it. And there's another guy he's been in stuff, but I'm drawing a blank on what he was in and what his name is. But it looks kind of interesting. Colby's like a badass undercover.
A sharp-witted Army veteran becomes a private investigator in Portland, Oregon, where she takes care of her brother.
Boom, there it is.
Yeah, I dig that. Michael Eiley?
Yep.
Eiley?
What has he been in, though? I know
he was in that movie or that TV show where he was like a fucking robot. What else was he in? Yeah, it was called Secrets... No, that's not the one. He was just in a horror movie, too.
Right?
The Intruder with Dennis Quaid.
That's not what I'm thinking of. He was in
Almost
7 Pounds.
Human with Carl Urban.
Not what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, he was in 7 Pounds. I think he gets like the eyes or is that his brother?
I don't know.
Can't remember. 7 Pounds. What a heart-wrenching movie.
I'm going to lose a lot of people here. Oh, he was in The Following. That's what I'm thinking of. I've never seen 7 Pounds.
You should see it, man. It's sad.
I know. That's why I've never seen it. Dude, here's my thing. I bawl my eyes out. Anything that's like somewhat sweet or selfless, well, mainly the selfless, not so much the sweet.
Oh, I mean, you'll be devastated at this movie.
I know, dude. So I don't watch it. I watched Meet the Robinsons last night.
Yeah?
Dude, and there was a part where I was just like, they're tugging at the heartstrings a little bit.
Well, as I get older, I get worse, for sure.
About what? Crying or not crying?
About getting more emotional.
Yeah, dude, it's the fucking worst.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever cried in a TV movie or TV show, movie, anything.
Nothing? You are a robot.
Yeah.
If by the time we're in our 60s... Well, yeah, but still.
So it doesn't bother me.
But you gotta put yourself in that moment. Like, when you put yourself in that horror movie of, like, what you would do and, like, you're feeling all that shit. Yeah, I let myself
get scared, but I don't get scared after. So there's no, like, long-term effect. Well, so I don't let myself get sad enough to cry.
It's in the moment.
Yeah, but
it's not
I'll
after.
say this. I like to put myself in the moment to get kind of scared, but I never get scared enough to scream. But, like, in real life, I'd be like, holy fuck.
No, that's fair. I'll give you that. That's fair.
So,
I'll give you that.
I never go to the extreme of those emotions.
Speaking of being scared, I jumped like a cat today. I spun my chair around at work, and normally I put my backpack on the back of it, but today I laid it on the chair for some reason. And, like, my little strap, it just, like, out of my peripherals, I just saw it, like, swing around, and it looked like a snake slithering away. Dude, I jumped so far out of my shoes. It was unreal.
I can't remember the last time that I got, like, really scared. Well, the time where I thought Jesse was inside, I got a little scared.
Gotcha.
But I wasn't, like...
That was just more of, like, I really hope you're not here. Yeah. Yeah.
Something's happening.
No, that makes sense. That one definitely makes sense. But
I was cracking up at that, but I don't know, man. It's almost mid-August.
Yep.
So we got a couple months left of the year.
Yeah.
What's the end goals for the year? You know, your resolutions. Your mid-year resolution.
Dude, you know what's funny?
75% of the way there.
Yeah. I've already fucked up my resolution for this year. So
what was it?
My goal was to fail more.
You can still fail.
Well, I know I can still fail. Like, I can still fail a lot. I haven't failed as much as I would have liked to, which I know sounds really weird to say, but, like, for me, it means I'm, like, taking a chance and, like, doing a little more.
So your goal wasn't necessarily to fail, as your goal was to, like, take a leap.
Yeah. Start taking more risks. I guess more risks.
Okay, so that was your 2019 goal. So what are some risks that you felt like you've taken?
It's funny. I've started to, like, put more... like, things that I've created or, like, photos that I've done. Like, I've started to put more of that stuff out there.
Yeah, allow people to look at it.
Exactly. I've been doing this, like, the podcast, like, putting my opinions and shit. I tend to, like, stay in my shell and hide away a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm taking more of like a stance on like, if I agree with you, I'll agree. But if I disagree, I won't just like back down to be like, all right, cool, yeah, you're right. Like, if we just can't find an agreement, that's fine. I'm not like a dick about it where it's like, dude, you're wrong. Listen till I'm right, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not so much a people pleaser anymore, which is kind of nice.
That's a very different thing, though.
What, the risk and people pleaser?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm also not good at articulating my thoughts at all. I go on tangents and like spin. I guess for me, yes, like I guess that would be the risk of like, the big risk is not being a people pleaser anymore.
Okay.
I know you don't agree with it. I get it.
No, I mean, I think that those are still two different things.
No, they totally are two different things.
I think that changing your personality to be less
people pleasing,
to be less agreeable,
that's fair.
Can be a risk. But I think that when you're talking about taking risks, I don't think that you mean that. I think you mean.
Yeah. So I guess let me backtrack and say that putting more of the shit that I've done or that I thought was cool or things that I like out there.
Yeah.
That's, I guess, more of my risk. And in the process, I've grown to be...
That's one risk.
One of my risks, yeah. But I guess that's like, I've grown in the process to be less of a people pleaser.
Less agreeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So, kind of nice.
Agreeable is good.
I think it is, man. I think if you just agree with everything, it's like you kind of start to lose a sense of self, but also people won't go to you because they want necessarily an opinion.
I say this all the time, dude. Because, okay, whether or not you agree with my like opinions on movies or TV, I'm solid. I don't waver.
No. You don't. See, I start to waver a little bit.
So, which means that typically or usually I have found that more people are willing to listen to take my recommendation on a TV show or a movie.
Your 2 cents carries more weight and validity than other people's.
Sometimes, yeah. And it's all dependent because this is the way that I feel about anything that's really opinion-based is I have to trust the person.
Right.
So, for example, although we'll argue the point like there's a right and a wrong answer when it comes to art or TV or movies and the things that I really like, storytelling.
Right.
There's no right or wrong answer.
No.
There are definitely better ways to do things.
For sure.
In a general sense, but that doesn't mean that better way is best for everybody, even though it's better.
Right. See, you know what's really funny to me? Everybody's like, oh, like you can have your opinion, that's fine, blah, blah, blah. But the second you start talking about something that's like important to that person,
to them, yeah,
it's like, no, your opinion is wrong. Let's change it.
Yeah, I definitely will argue the point to try and to see because there are people who are like that just because of their bias,
right?
Of certain things. Like, for example, with Marvel movies, I just thoroughly enjoy them. That's not to say I don't hate some of them.
Right.
Because I really do. But for the general sense, I'm going to go see them, and I'm most likely going to like them. And I'll argue that they're good. For different reasons, and for, like, other people would say they might be bad because of X, Y, and Z. Well, I would say that, like, well, they're good because of these things. And that, to me, outweighs the things of why you say that they're bad, which I can agree with.
And see, it's funny for me because, like, you deep dive movies for sure. And I think that in a movie, I think that a comedy movie, an action movie, a horror movie, and a romantic movie can all be judged on the same scale. 100%.
You can just remove the things that make them specific.
Right. And for me, I look at movies as, did I enjoy that when I came out?
Yeah, was it entertaining?
I can peel it back more, but for me, movies are pretty much like an escape for me, just to kind of like, put everything else on hold. Like, I'm here, I'm present, I'm watching this.
Well, I do this thing where I pretend that I'm better than I am with movies and stuff. Like, so, and everyone does this with sports. A lot of people do.
Oh, 100%.
Where they act like they know more or that they're better than the people who are actually playing the thing.
Right.
Why didn't they just do that? So, like, for me, when I watch a certain movie that has, like, a twist or doesn't. Like, for example, did you ever watch A Fault in Our Stars?
No.
Okay.
Because, I did not. That's one about the cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
It's a book
I
where the girl has cancer and she's like struggling through life and trying to figure out how it is, how she's supposed to live and cope with it. Well, she reads this book about a girl who has cancer. And that book that she reads, so the bookception.
Yeah, I was just going to say it. Damn it. You took the words right out of my mouth.
So the bookception of it.
Bitch ass.
The book that she likes ends abruptly. Because the person is writing it from their point of view. It's like a biography, I guess. Or, not necessarily remember. Whatever that is. First person, I guess.
Yeah. So
I don't know what it's called.
Third perspective?
From their perspective.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm dumb and I can't remember exactly what it is. But it just abruptly ends because she dies.
Right.
So she can't fucking write it anymore.
Right.
Because she's fucking dead. So, in my opinion... That's
laughing at that?
exactly
I'm just
how.
kidding.
That's exactly how A Fault in Our Stars should have ended, because The Fault in Our Stars is told from her perspective.
Right. So
And
now
she
this
has
little
fucking
girl's
cancer.
like, yeah, interesting.
And so, but instead, and I don't care because it's been out for so long, instead the twist is the guy that she's seeing, Ansel Elgort, is the person who plays him, dies.
Okay.
And there's only one part, and one of the best parts that I like about it is that he knows that he's dying. He knows that he's gonna go. He knows that he is gonna die, and soon. So he like gets some of his friends together, and he is at his own like wake. Basically, he's at his own eulogy.
Oh.
So he listens to what people say about him.
That's wild.
And like, I like that part. But the way that A Fault in Our Stars should have ended, the movie and the book, should have just been her talking mid-sentence.
Right.
And then just she's fucking dead.
Oh, yeah, that makes way more
Like
sense.
she's like, I can't wait to go talk to this person tonight. And it's done.
Interesting.
Because I think that is a poetic similarity and symmetry between what she idolized and then what her life became.
Just a parallel.
That seems like a cool twist.
Yeah.
That's not what they decided to do, and I didn't like it because of that.
Okay.
And one big reason why I read it too was because he has Make-A-Wish. Like, he didn't use his wish when he was a kid to go to fucking like Disney World or whatever, and so they decided to go to Amsterdam. And I read it while I was in Amsterdam.
Oh, okay.
So like that was one thing, and
Cool.
and it was popular at the time. So I was like, oh, I'll read this, and it was good, but I just like stuff like that. I'm like, that could have been way. In my opinion, that would have made it better.
Right.
Every person I tell this thing to, they're like, dude, that sounds like shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what I wanted,
Well,
though.
it's funny you say that because, like, a movie that I have never wavered on, and we've talked about this, was Hunger Games.
It was fucking
I
terrible.
read the book, and, like, that was the first book that I'd, like, really read
Yeah.
that I actually got into.
So bad.
Because I took, like, a hiatus from reading books. Dude, it was bad. I took, like, a 6-year hiatus. That's not true. It wasn't 6 years, but it was a while.
Yeah.
And so I read it, got really into it, and was like, my buddy's like, oh, they're making a movie, and I'm like, dope, let's go see it.
Yeah.
I didn't go see it in theaters. I saw it later, and once I was done watching it, I was just like, it was terrible.
Yeah, I'm sure the books were really good.
Have you not read them?
No.
Dude, the imagery. So what's that one book where you talk about there's angels and demons like hovering over you? Like
it's Piercing the Darkness.
Yeah. So like that imagery you talk about there, that's the imagery that I got from these books.
Yeah, like you could see it.
Yeah.
Everything that was written, you could see it in your
I
eyes.
painted it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And
when you read it, because
Yeah.
you read it before it came out.
Yeah.
So when you read it and you read the description of Katniss, did you see Jennifer Lawrence?
she was pretty good for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
She was pretty. I didn't like. So when it gets to characters like that, I don't necessarily build like unless they describe like specific features on them. You know, like a scar
but I
or like
think
the eyes or things like that. But
so consciously or not, you do that.
No. I know, but like I build a general model, I guess, at that point.
Yeah.
But like I didn't build like a specific face, if
Sure.
that makes sense. So I thought she fit the mold pretty well. But yeah, once they got to like other details in the book, like I was just like, this movie's terrible. You're not doing it any justice. The same guy who read it that like told me they were making a movie, he's like, dude, that was so good. I loved it. And I'm like, you love the book. How can you? It was the first time in my life I'd ever been like, you're either book or movie, but you're not both.
I liked Catching Fire. The second one.
Yeah, the second one was a step up.
The first one, in my opinion, was lame because it wasn't violent enough. So it's
that's
kids
one
killing
thing.
kids.
Yep, that's one thing. Definitely violent.
Yeah.
The other part too is like when she displays the dress and like does that little
Yeah,
spin.
I remember you talk about this. Yeah.
Her little fucking shoulders, or it's a little campfire. Just
Yeah.
In the book, it's like she is engulfed in flames and like, oh, so dope. Then the little wolf things at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the movie, it was just the eyes that were like from the previous contestants. No. They converted like the bodies of the other tributes, and like they were half wolf or half like creature.
I don't even
half...
remember that part in the movie. Like in the movie where it was like
exactly
their eyes.
Yeah, dude, you don't really get it in the movie. That's my point.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Was it that way in the movie?
In
Or
the
was
movie?
it supposed to be? That it was like parts of the contestants that died?
In the book.
Yeah,
That's how it
I
was.
know
Yeah.
that. But I'm saying in the movie, did they try and make it like it was supposed to be
they
parts
did
of the
like
contestants?
I think they just did like each one had like a different colored eye from like what the tributes were. I think that was. But
I did not get that.
Either way, it was not memorable enough. And
Yeah, it was
Katniss is
terrible.
up here like fighting for her life, and she's like, "Oh, but that's I recognize, but I don't." And dude,
Yeah, what was the
steaming poo poo all over it?
dude? Mockingjay Part 1.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I don't plan on watching the last two.
It's so bad.
Like, I'm happy she got paid for it for sure. But
Yeah, I mean, people made money, but it was bad and pointless. was a pointless movie.
It was real bad. Real bad.
Yeah, and then, yeah, not my cup of tea. Just like I tried to get into like when Twilight was out, like when that was getting big. I was like, oh, I'll read it because I don't like to like just shit on something.
No,
to shit on it. So
I want to have a
read
reason.
it. So I read the first one and I was like, this book's not that bad. And then the first movie, I was like, they didn't spend any money on this.
Right.
Like, it's not great. And then I tried to read The New Moon, and I was like, I got to, like, the imprinting part, and I was like, this is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
This is so bad. Like, it totally lost me. And then how the movie ends with, like, it all being a vision, and, like, the dude seeing how he died.
Right.
Even, he was just like, I don't want to fuck with this.
Right? Not good.
Yeah. It was not good. Anything that really ends in a dream, the only thing that has ever ended in a dream that I was like, oh, thank Christ it ended in a dream.
100%.
Click.
Yeah,
I was like, thank you. Yes, he wasn't mean to his dad. And like all that shit. I was like, he didn't die. He's so good. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of that kind of stuff that, anything that ends like that. But all I'm trying to say is you in terms of being agreeable, there's so many people that you'll talk to, and like we'll talk to them and be like, "Oh, did you like Avatar?" And they'll be like, "Oh, I loved," because they expect you to think that you wanted them to say that they liked Avatar.
For sure.
And then you're like, Avatar's ass. And they're like, "Oh, I actually did think it was ass."
That's the point I've gone to is like, as long as I can like justify or like give valid points for like why I thought what I did, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like some points for people are less justifiable than others, but they're still their opinion. So I was talking to Ray about this the other day, or I think today or yesterday. Like opinions are opinions on, especially when it comes to art. Like you have to trust the person in order to agree with them at all, because if, like I said, like and the person, it depends on the person's like wavering or unwavering ability to stick to their guns. Right. So like if I say, oh, that was good. Well, because I haven't been wishy-washy, my baseline of what I think something is good or something is bad.
For sure.
And so then you go, okay, I agree with Mitchell on most things, so I'll listen to him, or I disagree with Mitchell on most things, so I'll disagree with him.
Right.
That's why I don't pay attention to Rotten Tomatoes, because I don't know anybody on Rotten Tomatoes. That's fair. Why do I give a shit about any of them?
I do. So I don't deep dive into movies as much as you do. So I will glance at Rotten Tomatoes just to see, like,
some movies for me that have gotten really bad ratings are some of the best movies out there.
That's kind of the reason I like to do it, because I like to see, like, oh, Rotten Tomatoes says this was a shit movie. Sometimes I go see this, like back when I had Movie Pass and I could go see as many movies as I wanted. I would seek out the shitty movies and be like, cool, I'll go watch that.
Yeah,
and like some of them were pretty good,
dude. Like I think Pacific Rim gotten 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. That movie was butt cheeks.
Yeah, terrible.
Like it's cool.
Yeah, the CGI stuff is cool, but it's not.
But there's a huge. That's what I've always said. There's a huge difference between entertaining and good.
Yeah.
Just because I'm having a fun time doesn't make it good.
Right.
It just means that it was fun.
Right.
So,
see, it's funny too. I remember that movie came out like in theaters when they were showing trailers. I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be so
cool.
dope! I'm gonna go see it."
Transformers.
Never went to go see it in
yes.
theaters, but like when it came out, I was like, "Oh, I need to see that." I was like,
"Yeah." But I also have guilty pleasure stuff. Like,
oh, for sure.
When I watched it, like, I didn't mind Transformers 2, but some people fucking hated that movie.
Which one was Transformers 2?
It's the one with like. I don't even.
Oh yeah, where they go to Egypt and he gets
people hated that movie. And when I watch it, there's like the fight scene with Decepticons and Optimus Prime in the forest where he gets killed.
Yeah.
Like I remember being like, dude, this is fucking so sweet.
I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. I trailed off.
I can watch it now and be like, oh my god, this is so awesome.
Dude, it is actually. Back when he like breaks out the axe, you're like, when does Optimus Prime have an axe?
He has two swords at one time, and then he takes the two. It's like they're like little hooks, and he grabs the thing's face and rips it apart, and it's in slow motion. I'm like, oh, so sick.
The one where I started to trail off was God, which one was it? Wait, was Transformers 2 the one where they like? No, Transformers 3 I think is the one that
Dark of the Moon.
Dark of the Moon, yeah. So that one, that one I like.
They get worse after the first one. The first one was fun.
They do, but Dark of the Moon I remember watching, and then the one where they got rid. The first one without Megan Fox, which was Dark of the Moon.
Yeah.
What's the one after that? Where there's
I think
what's his name?
After 3, it goes to Mark Wahlberg.
Is Dark of the Moon the one where there's the where Optimus Prime's like mentor?
Yes, that's Dark of the Moon.
Okay, yeah, that's the last one that I saw in theaters.
Yeah, that's fine.
After that, see, I was fine with that.
Yeah.
You know, like they're okay. They had their funny moments.
There was, I think, four was basically like China propaganda stuff, and then 5 was like they introduced that Decepticons and Autobots were on Earth during like King Arthur times.
Yeah. Okay, that one I remember too. I saw that one on like FX or something the other day.
It was fucking dumb.
Yeah, with what's his name? The guy who plays Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, with dude, what is his name?
Dude, right? One of the most famous actors.
Yeah, how can I not remember his name right now?
Shit.
Dude,
it's Anthony Hopkins?
Yes, it is Anthony Hopkins. Thank God.
Suck it, movie man.
How did
Speed
we
bump
not
got you.
How do we not just know his name right away?
Right? It should just click like that.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't remember. But yeah, he was in that one. It was bad. It was super bad.
Yeah, dude, it was the storyline and everything was just so weird. Like
weird
all
shit,
the CGI is like cool. And,
yeah, CGI is insane.
But like
that never got worse.
No, it was just the story. Like, do you ever see Bumblebee?
No.
I started to watch it on Plane
I heard
Ride
it was
Home.
good, but
it was okay.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like just a Transformers movie kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
but
there are some movies that are strictly made to be popcorn movies.
Yeah,
but just because you achieved what you decided to make doesn't mean that I will forego what I think makes a good movie.
Right.
And like I said, like romance, horror, comedy, action, drama, they can all be judged on a similar scale if you remove everything that makes it specific to that genre.
Right.
So if I'm saying, oh, was that horror movie good? I'm going to judge it based off that specific scale. And are you asking me if it's a good horror movie, or are you asking me if it's a good movie? Like, in my opinion, it is a good movie. Mm-hmm. Not just a good horror movie.
No,
it's a good movie.
I thought it was unreal. It was super good.
I thought it was good. I thought they did a really good job with the jokes. Yeah. I felt like they didn't put too much into the fear factor of it.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. I think there's a difference between like a scary movie and a horror movie. I was never really scared watching it, but like the idea of that shit coming around, hella creepy.
Yeah, and like other stuff that people like It Follows. Like, I fucking hated It Follows.
I never saw It Follows. We talked about this last time, yeah. Never saw that one.
Or like, what was that? Us. Us was like, it's such an interesting movie, but it's also like terrible. Because I think Jordan Peele said it was something completely different than what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Which, it's one of those things where it's like Lost. Like, I love Lost. Lost is probably, it's top 3 favorite shows. Yeah, you reference
it a lot.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Like, I just really enjoy it. But there were things that people had predicted that would have made way more sense. And it's either the writers didn't know what they wanted to do, so they just kept, it's like, oh, well, I'm going to write this episode.
Kind of thing.
Or they didn't want anyone to have guessed the ending, so they didn't write it that way, which is one reason why I think it's taking a long time for George R. R. Martin to write his books, because he didn't want anybody to guess the endings. But now that there's such a cult fandom around it.
So I heard this thing that the only reason that the directors or producers, whatever you want to call them, got to do the last season was because they guessed it right to R. R. Martin.
From what I know, the only reason why they got to do the show was because they guessed who Jon Snow's mom was.
Oh, okay.
That was the only reason. He said, do you know what that means? And they were like, yeah, it's this. And they were like, he's like, okay, you can do it.
It's like the passing of the torch.
Yeah, but
so wild.
I don't think Game of Thrones, the book series, is going to end anywhere close to how the series ended.
The only way it would is if if it was such like a well-received thing.
Yeah, and it wasn't.
That he would like put a little more like imagery and his spin on it and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I think it's win-win for him, kind of. Like, he saw how it ended. He was like, cool, not going that route.
That part is.
Or he'll go that route and make it way better.
Yeah, he could go that route and just put more emphasis. And there's supposed to be like 3 more or whatever. But let's go back to end goal stuff for this year.
Hit me with yours. What do you got? No, we kind of heard about mine.
Yeah. Well, I was talking with you. I want to get my quote-unquote side hustle going. I want to try and see if I can make it a thing, which is to be like a financial coach or trainer.
Right.
Not a financial advisor.
Right.
Not somebody who's going to like sign you up for life insurance and fucking sign
tell you
up
what
for
IRAs and all that jazz.
Yeah, and Roth IRAs and how to save your money. And
so like if I came to you, I was like, dude, like I'm just spending so much money and I don't know where it's going.
If you, well, in terms of organic, if we were talking and you're like, dude, I want to get a house, but I just can't afford it, I would be like, bullshit.
What do you spend your money on?
What do you spend your money on?
Yeah.
And then I would help the person. My ideal thing is, because I think this is a thing that has happened to every person around our age, is that they've been told that because they make a certain amount of money in Portland area, they don't have enough money for certain shit.
Right.
Now, not everybody has the ability to like stay at home and save a bunch of money, but depending on your finance, the first thing I would say to the person too, after we looked at their finances, is can we get you, if they're having no money left over, is we got to get you to a better job.
For sure.
That'd be the first thing, right?
Well, either that or I would look at, you have Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime.
Yeah, things like that would be like, right. It would definitely be dependent on what you were spending your money on. But I'm, in this scenario, I would say, assuming that they were spending their money on their needs, not their wants.
Sure, yeah.
We need to get you to make more money. But my ultimate goal would be to take somebody who has bad spending habits, who believes that they can't
afford
create a budget, afford a house, pay off their car, pay off their student loans, and help walk them through the steps and teach them basic/intermediate ways to make sure that they are saving and spending their money in the wisest of ways. And the hardest part, I think, behind this is there's two things: getting people to trust me.
Okay.
That getting people to trust me with their money.
Let me backtrack. When you say getting people to trust you with their money, or like
being able to be open. So, like, for example, like if I said,
I was gonna say you're a very trustworthy.
Hey, what's your debt?
Yeah. No,
it's for that person to go. Not hold something back because they're ashamed of it.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just
wanting to get that. Be like, this guy's going to steal all my money
I just want to get that
shit.
trustworthy part out there.
Yeah.
You're a very trustworthy individual, so I'm just like, you can't say that.
Yeah, to get people to be 100% forthcoming on what's bogging them down.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people who will be like, I have this debt and I have my car and my student loans. But then they're not going to talk about their medical bill because maybe their medical bill was something stupid, or maybe they're embarrassed by it or something.
Money's a very funny thing.
And so, like me, I don't give a fuck. Like if you feel like you have a problem, or you feel like you're unable to reach your goal financially, I would like to be able to do what I could to help people get to their place. Like, for example, it helped me a little bit when, actually a lot of it in terms of changing the way that I thought when John was a leasing agent, because he worked for a mortgage company where he only got paid as if someone got a mortgage through that company.
Right.
And so he would do something similar to me, or what I would want to do, which would but because he was a friend, he would point out well, what are you doing here? What are you doing there? And I just continued to research it and do stuff. Like I was looking up subsidized and unsubsidized loans. Like what's the main difference? Unsubsidized loans, they occur interest as soon as the school gets your money. So if you have an unsubsidized loan for $5,000 at an interest rate, and it's a fixed interest rate and it's done by the government, but let's say it's a fixed interest rate of 5%. Well, as soon as you pay that and it gets to the school, interest starts building up. You don't have to pay it, and you still have that grace period of 6 months after you graduate or you stop going to school, but interest is occurring.
Unsubsidized?
That's unsubsidized.
Okay.
Subsidized loans are... it doesn't until you get out of school.
That's nice.
And the thing about some of these is that they actually have deferments. So let's say you get out of college and you get a job, but you're working 30 hours or less, you can defer your subsidized loan for a specific period of time, which people don't know about. And so there's a lot of different things that just simple things that I would like to teach or help and give tips.
Right.
I'm in a house buying program that helps me save money that a lot of people don't know about, which is state funded, so government funded. And just little tips and tricks on budgeting, how to build something in Excel.
The Excel thing is big for me because once I could see
seeing the numbers are huge.
It's like, cool. I went to Taco Bell. I went to Dutch Brothers. It's like $7, $5. Well, all of a sudden that $7, $5, 4 times a week. Oh shit, that adds up. And on top of that, Me right now, I've got Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon. Like, I don't need all three.
Yeah, so this is how I always break down the food spending. Mm-hmm. Is I go, okay, let's say you... I
used to be real bad.
Only eat out on Saturday and Sunday, so only on the weekends. And you're only paying for you.
Right.
Well, the average meal is going to cost, or pretty much the minimum on a food place is going to be $10.
Right.
Because if you go to like McDonald's or whatever, you could do stuff on a budget.
Even McDonald's,
cheap, but
dude,
McDonald's can get expensive, but you could be smart about it.
For sure.
But like the
Buy
average
one,
place,
get one
you're gonna
for $1.
Right. Yeah. So the average thing is going to cost you $10. So 4 weeks in the month, you spend $10. So $20 a week. That's $80 a month that you're spending on food. Well, $80 a month is a huge thing because. Think about if you didn't spend that. So I had a credit card payment that, and most credit cards are this way where they're variable percentage rates. Mm-hmm. So they can go from like 18 to 25. And people don't know when they're fucking changing and doing shit.
Right.
And credit card companies, I think it's a federal law now that when you get the summary, they have to put on the bill how, if you added X amount of dollars, how quick it would be paid off, or if you only paid the minimum.
Right.
So I was paying a minimum payment of like $75. And it was going to take, with the interest rate and the amount that I had, it was going to, and I didn't have that much. Like, I think it was like $2,500.
Yeah.
If I were to pay the minimum payment, I would have paid off for 15 years. If I added $20, so if I think it was 80, so if I got up to $100, it was going to take me 2.
Yeah. That's wild, man.
That's insane. And people aren't thinking about that.
Yeah.
So then when you go out and you spend $80, so now think about it. All I had to do was add 20. But if you would stop eating out on Friday, stop eating out and just get groceries.
Or even just cut it back once.
Yeah, or do something like that, and then you save that money, and then you put it towards that, you're going to pay it off really quickly. And I think the biggest part is some people are ignorant to the fact. They don't understand what they can do with the money that they have. Because most of the people I know aren't making minimum wage. There are some people, I don't actually know what most people make that I know, but just from the way that they live, I would assume that they make more than minimum wage.
You know what's really funny? It's like, it's no shit, Sherlock. That's a real simple concept. But once you start doing it, and once it starts clicking...
It's not complicated.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, the concept is very simple.
Yeah.
But it's like, you just get caught up in it.
This is why I get so excited about it, is because it's so simple that it's very easy to explain to somebody, so where they get it. But the hardest part is
taking those actions to do it,
getting out of that mold. And
you
need somebody who's unbiased in your situation.
Right. Well, because I've stopped going out downtown a bunch. I used to go downtown. Let's go bar hop. Let's do that. Like, such a waste of money. Like, I'll do it on occasion, like a special occasion. But also too, like, I set up like a 2-drink maximum thing now, where it's like, I will buy 2 drinks downtown, and like that's it.
Yeah.
Because after that, it's just a waste.
Yeah, and there's just so many different things where the complications and things, the things that make it a little bit harder, are learning like how to budget and budget wisely, and put that into Excel sheets so you understand what that looks like, and knowing the formulas and doing different things, and what happened. So when I was talking with Tanya about getting a house, so that's what we're currently doing. I have about $600. $700 before I'm completely debt free, besides my car.
Right.
My car will be the only thing that I have, which in an ideal world, I would pay my car off.
Right.
But I want to get into a place that's building interest or building equity, whereas my car is losing equity. So I'm kind of not caring about that portion of it. But I was talking with her, and her car is old. And she was saying, well, eventually I'm just going to drive it until it breaks, but eventually I'm going to have to get a new car. And I said, well, as soon as you get a new car, when we go to apply for a loan, if you have a car payment of $300, you have to remove $300 from what you're able to afford a month.
Yep.
And most places are only going to, or most mortgage companies are going to push between 40 and 45% of your net income, not gross, your net. What you take, or actually, sorry, your gross.
Gross, yeah.
Which is very deceiving. Because when people see, we make $5,000 a month, or whatever the number is.
But after taxes,
you don't at all.
Right.
So then you take away that $300, that $300 is a bigger percentage of the pie that you take home.
Oh, for sure. It's unreal. My favorite, too, is looking at, like, Zillow, being like, oh, cool, I can afford this much house. And then I see what the monthly payments are. I'm like, oh, no, I can't afford that much house.
Yeah, and HOA affects that, too. And I just want, like I said, to build. And the thing is, I know it's something that I would enjoy for a long time, because I make no money doing it now, and I try and help people do it.
Right.
And the hardest part is I want to build a platform to where people people want to listen. They want to have their life be better. And I've helped Kirsten and Blake do a lot. I help my mom do a lot. I have to help my friend Hannah do a bunch. John's super supportive. He's going to help me run something, and we're gonna do like a test. And so right now, currently, I'm trying to build out like a plan. Like, here's a basic plan.
Right.
Here's your intermediate plan. Here's the bigger plan, and trying to do like, okay, if it's you as a single person, this basic plan is going to cost $25 a month. If it's you and a couple, it's going to cost $40 a month because there's more time to put into it. And then that will be part of this package. And I don't know if this is how it will work. It's just where my head's at right now and trying to figure out how it's going.
That makes sense.
And then like, here's what we're going to do if it's a bigger package. Or I might just do one thing and say, here, this is what I do, and this is how much it costs. Right. That might also be the thing, but I want to like come up with something and then be like, do you guys like this? Or no, would this be worth it? So I always try and say, well, what would be worth it to you? Why would you talk to somebody to help get your finances in order and pay them to do it?
For sure.
So,
no, I can
I think the biggest reason is because it's similar, not the same, but similar to like a gym. If you pay or anything, if you pay for something, you're more likely to use it,
right? Because
you bought it and you're paying for it. So if you're paying somebody to help you get your financials in order, and then you're not using their advice, well, then you're wasting money, and you know that very easily. If you and it makes sure that you have somebody who's unbiased in your relationship. So for Tanya and I, we can easily talk each other out of certain things. Oh, I really want Dairy Queen. Right. I really want this thing. But if you have somebody who at the end of the month sits down with you and you go, well, what the fuck? You guys spent $30, $40 on Dairy Queen? Right. What'd you guys get? It's like, oh, you bought $40 a month of Blizzard, for Blizzards. Like, get your shit together. You have someone who's unbiased. But a lot of people don't like that either. They don't want to be told what to do. But if they're pissing their money down the drain, they might want to sign up.
For me, it's all about moderation when I do it. Like, I don't want to piss my money down the drain, but I also don't want to, like, eliminate that experience altogether. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so there's ways to build a budget in order for you to still have entertainment.
For sure, 100%.
But the biggest thing is that you have to decide what you want in the future, because what is happening now isn't working for you.
Couldn't agree more.
So if you want to have that high lifestyle of going out, and most people do want that, but then when most people don't realize how much money they're spending.
Yeah, I just got so burnt out of like buying shoes all the time, really going here, doing that. Yeah,
they don't realize how much money they're actually putting into it.
For sure.
And so when they realize it, they go, "Oh fuck."
Yeah. See, I think I started with. I think I sat there and I was like, "All right, cool. I really want those shoes, but like, they'll be here for a while. So like, let's just put that shoe money away." And then like anytime I was like, "All right, cool. Like, we'll cut the shoes in half. All right, cool. Let's put like, what I would have spent. Like, when I'd first go to the Nike employee store, my cart would be filled with shoes. All right, cool. There's 8 pairs of shoes in here. We're walking out with 3, but we're going to keep a tally of like how much I would have paid for all those shoes, and I'm going to take that money and put it away.
Something else.
Yeah.
And
like that's just how my house fund got started.
Yeah, and there's so many different things and ways and tricks and tips and things that can work for different people. But I think ultimately speaking, especially people our age and people especially who went to Aloha, just because I know for a fact that Aloha didn't have like a home economics class. We had econ, but that was on a greater scale of how economy works in the world, not how it works in your paycheck and in your pocket and your wallet and your bank account. And I just want to help build people a base knowledge and
a little plan of action.
Because this is the other thing too, is the number one cause of divorce is financials.
Oh, interesting.
So that's where people have the number one headbutting moments is over money. And so if you as a partner can have a good relationship with money and how you spend it and how you earn it and how you what your relationship overall is with how you treat it, you're most likely going to eliminate a big confrontation and frustration part with your partner, especially if you're doing it together. Because if you do it and then you see that your other partner doesn't, it's frustrating.
For sure.
So,
see, here's my biggest.
I love it, dude.
Here's my biggest fear about buying a house. Buy a house, right? Spend all your money on a house.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, shit goes south. Pipes burst. Roofing needs to be replaced. So it's like, fuck. Well, how do I take care of that?
Sure.
Now?
But did you have that thought when you bought the car?
No, because I had insurance on the car.
You get home insurance.
What's up?
There's house insurance.
But does it cover like all that shit?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Oh, you can get good ones. They're better and
Right.
like there are fucking shit
For
car
sure.
insurance, and there's really good house insurance.
No, I hear you.
So yeah, you can get insurance on your house.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
dude.
mean, obviously, I know you get insurance on your house. I just figured, like...
It can cover a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and I've just never, had dove that deep into it.
Exactly.
To really look that
Ignorant
through.
to the fact. It's not because you...
I don't think it's necessarily ignorant to the fact.
You're unknowledgeable about it.
Yeah, but I don't think that's ignorant.
It's like the definition of ignorant.
Oh, well. Goes to show. I guess I'm ignorant to ignorant.
I'm pretty sure. Let's look up the definition, because
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, ignorance is ignorance is bliss. It's like the ability to just not know.
Right.
Is like for instance, with
to
news.
me, somebody that's ignorant is just well, I don't know. I want to hear the definition first.
Yeah.
Let's get that straight away, because I could just very well
Lacking
be.
knowledge or awareness in general, uneducated or unsophisticated.
Then yeah.
So in that portion
to me, I fall under more of the unsophisticated part of it. I think when I hear somebody say
it
dude,
kind of
that's
seems
fucking
harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems like a very negative. All right, you fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
Yes. Exactly.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's just,
Jesus.
And that's the hope to try and eliminate.
Right.
Because just
For sure.
because you made decisions because you didn't know. You didn't know better.
You're not aware. Yeah.
You weren't aware of it.
You don't have.
You were
you don't,
unknowledgeable.
Exactly.
You were uneducated on
Right.
the fact. For example, we've talked about this before. The average fucking car loan when you fucking get a car is $500 a month in America. $500 fucking dollars a
Yeah,
month.
that's unreal.
Mine's not that, and I know yours isn't that.
Nope.
But that's the average.
Yeah.
So
unreal.
ours is lower, and we're doing our part to lower that
Yeah,
average.
dude, that's what I'm
but
saying.
people are getting cars that they just can't afford.
Dude, ugh.
If I could have done it again, I wouldn't have bought the car I got. I would have gone
If
to
I could have done it
2010
again-
Honda Civic.
If I could, I would have gone older. I would have gone with an anywhere from a 98 to an 03
The only reason
Tacoma
why I
or
would have gone
4Runner.
older or to that age was because I already had a 2008, so I would have wanted something a little bit newer and a little bit nicer, but something that wasn't going to break my
So
bank.
see, here's the thing: those cars that I called out, the 4Runner and Tacoma, stupid reliable, decent gas mileage.
They are.
They
are.
and they
But
hold their
most of the time,
value
if you're
well.
going to buy that old of a car, you're also buying a car that probably has a rebuilt engine or something because of the mileage.
And for sure,
they
that's
have.
just where you have to do your homework.
Yeah.
But also, too, people know
And I
those
know
cars.
nothing about cars, so it's not good.
Well, people
I
know
only
those
the
cars
financials
inside
behind
and
it.
out. It's unreal.
They're very easy to work on.
Yeah, for
sure.
the most part. But parts for them, I don't think are hard to find
So
either.
that's one goal that I have.
Okay.
I want to build that.
Okay.
And I hope that people who are listening are interested. And if you are, reach out.
How do they reach out to you?
Hit me up on the Neighbors Podcast and we'll exchange shit.
There it is.
On
Instagram?
or on Twitter, on anything.
Anything neighbors related, he'll take care of you.
Yeah.
MITC
We'll figure it
HELL. Just make sure you get him at Mitchell and not when he's Marvin or Michelle.
Yeah. If I'm hungry.
If it's a Michelle kind of day, dude. What if Marvin and Michelle have they ever merged where you've just been
hangry?
Hangry, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
I bet you're just a bitch when you're
Oh,
hangry.
dude, such a bitch.
And I mean that in the nicest possible way.
I can't remember the last time, but I remember I've become kind of become better aware of it, to where something will be going on, and I can tell that I'm grumpy, and I'll be like, "Sorry, I'm hungry."
Dude, you know what's really funny?
When I was doing MMA,
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, I can imagine.
On my set, I weigh 210 pounds now, somewhat roughly around there. Before, and I'm chubby now, but when I was normal, quote unquote,
I would call it fit.
when I was active,
There you go.
I was walking around between 175 and 180 pounds. And if I got to 180, I was like, whoa.
You gotta bring this shit in.
Yeah, I was like,
Marvin, go on vacation.
Yeah, but my second fight, I fought at 155 pounds.
Good
So I had to
God.
cut 20 pounds.
That's unreal. I can't
and
imagine.
so I was just like, it was bad. And that's when I was really grumpy.
I'm gonna eat watermelon because it's water.
Yeah, I was real grumpy.
Yeah, I
It's all
can't.
sugar,
Dude,
though.
I can only imagine. Jesus. You know what's really funny though is I did a period where I was pretty heavy into intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
And now I just kind of eat when I'm hungry. But it's taught me to be content because intermittent fasting, as soon as I was cool, you're good to eat.
Yeah, not eating till you're fucking
I would just
stuffed.
exactly.
Yeah.
But also too
we do that all the time.
I have friends when I go on trips or go golfing or whatever, or even when I'm just hanging out throughout the day. They're like, "Oh, I'm hungry. You hungry?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." And they're like, "Dude, we've been hanging out for 6 hours.
Kind
You
of
haven't
bored
eaten."
eating.
Yeah,
almost.
but when I'm hungry, I'll be like, "Yeah, let's get food." But also, I can go.
I'm a snacker.
I have no problem waiting 12, 13 hours to eat.
Yeah, I'm a snacker though.
I can do it as long as
if
I
I'm
have
on the
water
couch
or
eating,
coffee. Oh yeah,
or watching TV or something.
100%. Yeah, my mom came walking in the other day and she had a celery and peanut butter. I was like, damn, Mom, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And she goes, do you want one?
It's real bad when I get like high.
Oh.
If I eat like an edible or something.
So I took an edible a couple years back once I got done at a long shift of the golf course. And I had just nothing. Like, next day was my day off. So I had plenty of time off. And I went to Taco Bell. And I got food. And the edible, like, kicked in right as I got home.
Yeah.
And I got a beefy nacho loaded griller. Mm. And I'm cupping my hands right now. And I was holding it like this.
Yeah.
And, dude, I was so happy, so overwhelmed. It was warm to the point that it was almost burning. But I knew it was just, like, I was high. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, it's not that hot.
Yeah.
And I just had this smile on my face, ear to ear. And I was just like, it's a little piece of perfect. Like, I didn't want to eat it. And then as soon as I took a bite, it was just, like, perfect.
Yeah, I remember... I don't know why, but it makes me feel so dirty when I'm like, I'm high. I don't know why. It still makes me feel weird.
Yep, I'm right there with you. I felt weird just saying that now.
But I had like, I don't know, an edible, I think. Yeah, because I was home. So I wouldn't have smoked. And I remember I got like pretzels and peanut butter. So it's just like pure carbs and sugar. That's all it is,
so good,
dude.
though. I'm a chips and cheese kind of guy. I love chips and cheese.
But like I was on the couch and my mom was sitting there and we were like watching Friends and I must have been like mowing down on this shit for a while because I remember like I was doing like all of a sudden I became aware that I was doing it and I like looked at my mom and I was like, oh fuck.
Just such a guilty thing.
Like she fucking knows, dude.
Dude, the worst one.
But I was like, nom, nom. Dude, I was destroying it. I do that all the time.
Oh yeah, the worst one I ever did was when I bought a bag of Cheetos, and they were just so good, and like I was getting kind of full, and I looked down, and I was like, damn, my fingertips are like orange. Yeah. To which this was the thought that I had. Not, damn, these are good. Let's keep eating them. I was like, I wonder how orange my fingers would get if I ate the whole bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just ate the whole bag. Felt like shit.
Oh yeah.
They were like orange.
Especially when you come down.
And I'd finally done it, and my roommates at the time were just like, you happy? And I'm like,
dude,
no, but I did it.
Yeah, so gross.
I set a goal for myself and I did it. Support me.
Yeah. What the second thing is I'm gonna get a book published this year.
Like 2019?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my best I'm gonna write it in November for National Novel Writing Month.
Okay.
And then I read today that if you're getting an editor that does that's like strictly just grammar and spelling, it should cost around like $1,500.
Okay. Damn.
So that's a good, decent chunk. But I figure, hey,
now's the time to try.
Even if I make $0 from it, I just want my name. Like I want my book somewhere in a bookstore. You know, something like that. So I want to see what you can
like
do.
that, 100%.
And so I'm going to really try. And I have a really cool idea that I don't want to talk about because I don't want anyone to steal.
Yep. Good choice.
And then I have a really cool idea on how to market it to make it popular or potentially viral.
I really want to take a deep dive into like design and try to like get something printed design wise. I think that's going to be my goal for next year.
Printed design wise, like what? What do you mean?
Like submit it and have it be like chosen and produced. Like, so the cabaret poster I did back in high school, that was literally just in class trying to like pass a class and get a grade.
Yeah.
And I was just, honestly, I took graphic design to have access to a computer to play games in class. And dude, it was the best. And
what game did you play?
Oh, dude, I was all over. I don't even remember what the gaming websites are, but I was all over them. Like Bloons was still big back in the day.
Balloon Tower Defense and shit like that?
No. This was back when it was just Balloons.
Oh.
It wasn't even Tower Defense.
In AutoCAD.
No,
the first one.
No, okay, yeah.
And there was Halo on it.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were playing that, and sick, my teacher came back and she goes, "Hey, show me what you got." And I was like, "I'm still working on it." And it was like this dinky, horrible thing.
Yeah.
And
she liked it?
No.
Oh.
She. Dude, no, like literally, like I think it was 2 circles, or no, it was 2 circles and 2 lines to try and make it look like a cigarette.
I totally miscalculated that.
And that's all I had. I started that Monday, and I think it was like a week and a half later. And she goes, "These are due on," I think it was like a Wednesday. And she goes, "These are due on Friday for your classmates. Yours is due at the end of the period Thursday. 3 different ideas." So I was like, "Oh fuck." And so she goes, "If you don't give me anything good, like parent-teacher conference." And she was my dad's student teacher, so clearly she knows me and she knows who my dad was.
You were in high school at this point? That's what they said to you?
Yeah.
Dude, what a drag.
It was like, it kind of transcended that like student teacher, because like she'd known me since I was like 10 years old, 8 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm like, fuck, I gotta figure this out. So I lay something out, and she sits there and she's like, all right, cool, like you can have till Friday, I don't care. It was just trying to like get me going because she saw I was working. So then come Friday when it's all due, I submit like my 3 designs, and she gives them to the theater department. Theater department comes back and says, this is what we want to go with. And dude, it pained her so much to come back and be like, I don't know why, but he chose yours. And I was like, fuck yeah. So I spent 2 weeks like working on it and doing all that, trying to finalize it.
Why would it pain her though?
Because I was just such a procrastinator. Like the one kid that was slacking while everybody else was working, and I got chosen.
Yeah, but
here's the funny thing about it too. I never knew this because it was a pretty cool poster that I made. Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was pretty wild.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my first taste of like, oh, I like graphic design. Like, let's do more of that.
Yeah, I wish I would have taken that in high school.
I wish I would have just taken the deep dive instead of talking myself out of it, but that's another story. But I had to do, for one of my classes, I had to do some sort of interview with Mr. Mo. And so I was hanging out in a class with Brian at the end of the day right after my interview. Mm-hmm. And I had one of the projects I was speaking to was the cabaret poster that I did. Mm-hmm. So I had on my binder, I had the cabaret poster and I had a cabaret t-shirt. Mm-hmm. And there were a couple kids from theater department, and like they take that shit very serious. And they're like, why do you have that shirt? What are you doing with that? You're not in theater. And very defensive about it. I was like, whoa, like easy. Like it's just something I had to talk about for a project. I designed it.
You're just trying to figure out if you were in like their sex cult.
I guess. But I basically was just like, yeah, like I designed it. So I was talking about it. Like, whoa, wait, you made that? And I was like, yeah. And literally straight up, this is what they did. They looked at each other like, that's the guy.
That's the dude.
And I was like, what? And they're like, you're the guy.
You're the guy, like, dude.
Yeah, I guess I'm the guy. And dude, like they went up to like the other friend in their class, like, yo, this is the guy. And they're like, what? Like, he made this. You're the guy.
That's awesome.
Dude, it was so wild.
That's a cool feeling.
Yeah, it was really cool. But I was just like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah, I am that dude.
I guess I can procrastinate and be the guy.
Dude, that's the thing. That's the whole reason why I say about fucking like homework and stuff.
Right?
If you can pass the test.
Yeah, dude, fuck it. Doesn't
you're good
matter.
To go.
100%.
That's what I think. So yeah, I want to write a book. I've always wanted to have my name on something like that.
You can just spray paint it on a wall.
And then I have...
All right, not even acknowledge that? Cool.
No.
Fuck you.
Yeah. I want to have my name on something that someone
looking
can
at me
purchase
right now.
and read.
Why won't you look at me?
I couldn't even see you if I wanted to. I took my glasses off and it's
legally blind.
And then I want to do... there's a site called Roll20. Which is where I play most of my D&D stuff, and you can sell marketplace stuff, so like assets and maps. Quit jacking that thing off, David. You little fucker. Dude, I'll kill you. I want to sell like a pack.
Okay.
Like I want to create maps because I use this website called Incarnate, and to make maps and shit. So to make world maps, and you're doing some weird shit.
I know, man.
And I want to put together that and like the history of the places so that people could buy it and like put it into their shit.
Gotcha. That'd be cool.
And yeah, there's a couple side things like make a little bit extra money and things that I think that are creatively fun.
I think you'd be surprised.
Except for that financial thing, like I would love that to be like my main shit.
Well, see, it's funny, man. Like I have friends who are like out doing it, and they're just like, "Why aren't you doing it?" And I'm like, "Cause I can't make like 14 extra $100 a month." And they're like, "Dude, you'd be surprised how easy it is. Like, start with $200.
Yeah,
set a goal to make $200 a month."
Yeah, dude.
It's like, oh, okay.
I think the biggest thing is that people rob themselves of the ability to test the waters.
100%.
Like when they're young, and then they always regret it.
100%.
When they're older.
I think people are afraid to lose that money now. Because it's like, oh, shit, like, I spent that money doing that when I could have done this. No. You took the risk.
I want to get an airsoft. That's where I want to blow some of my money, bro. Just piss that shit down the drain. But it would be so much fun. I've been watching this dude on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it a little bit. Dutch the Hooligan is the name on YouTube. He's got some cool stuff. And my buddy, I was just like, oh, bug. I want to get into this shit.
Oh, bug.
He sent me all the stuff. Like, the full, like, camo onesie.
Yeah.
With their face mask and the goggles and the fucking gun and all this shit that had boots and all this stuff. I was like $600. That's it.
That's it? I got that.
But then I'm like, dude, but VR is $400.
Oh,
I don't have to leave the house. That's how I think, man.
Oh, fuck.
You know
I don't have to leave the house.
Yeah, you know what I did
That's
today?
incredible.
We were eating lunch and
Who's wait, you and Ray?
yeah, Ray and I were eating lunch and I saw him put, or he was eating with one of Nike's forks.
Yeah.
You know, a cafeteria fork. And I was like, dude, you have no idea how many forks I've like taken from here on accident. And he goes, you have no idea how many forks I've taken from here on purpose.
Oh,
and
my
I'm like,
God.
oh, dude, I know exactly what you're saying. Like, you put it in there, and you have it all prepared in your head, so when someone's like, hey, you put a fork in there, you'd be like, oh, I did? Like, I didn't even notice.
Sorry.
Like, no, I didn't do that.
Oh,
I
God.
did? I have that same thing with my car right now. My car's not registered. Like, I forgot to go to DEQ. It's been like a year and a half.
Oh,
I'm just lazy. I don't want to go. And I don't know why, so I need to go do it. But I just have it, and so I have that shit, the same thing prepared for the cop who eventually and inevitably pulls me over.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
He'll be like, your tag's expired of June of 2018. I'm like, no, this is June of 2019.
That's an
But
8?
it's like,
I thought it was a 9.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure it says 9. I need to get out and see it. I
Dude,
have it
you're
all
rolling
prepared.
dirty, man.
Yeah, I just don't want to go do it.
That's fair.
I should, but
there's
like,
a lot of shit I don't want to do, but then I man up and I go
it's because
do
I
it.
have to spend like a Saturday morning sitting in line.
Dude, you know what's really funny, actually? I saw one of my friends post a story on Instagram today. He says, I realized that adulting is basically just Googling how to fucking do everything.
It is a lot of that text like that too.
I loved
You know what
it.
I realized too is that Ray and I crack each other up so often at lunch that everyone who works at Nike and sees us must assume that we're fucking crackheads. Because there's probably once or twice a week where we'll say something
Right?
and we'll be in tears laughing. Like just laughing hysterically. To the like we can't even talk and we try and just squeaks and random sounds come out. Yeah, you're like, you know, you just can't do anything.
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking
and
about.
when I look around, like nobody ever is like that. So I just have to assume that they think that we're just meth heads.
Tweaking? Mm-hmm. He tweaking.
They have to think that.
Oh my God, that'd be incredible. I love moments like that where like lunches turn into that.
We have a lot. It happens to us a lot, and it's awesome.
That's the best.
Yeah,
I like
really
that.
enjoy
I
it.
support that.
We have a good time, which is fun. But I'm now being moved fucking again. I just got my desk back, and I'm being moved for 2 weeks to cover for somebody who's on like medical leave.
Well, they'll giveth and they taketh.
It's so lame.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it? Just kidding,
I've only
no, it
been
is.
there since December, and I started in North Campus, then I went to a building in Southwest, then I went to another building in Southwest, and I got to move to Southeast, then I moved to West Campus.
All right,
now
already,
I'm back at
like,
North.
I get it.
and then
That makes
Southeast.
sense. Yeah, like, fuck that. I want a
I've
spot.
been there a year,
Yeah, fuck that.
and then I'll move back to North. So I've moved 8 times in like the 8 months.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's rough. But those are the things that I want to do.
Yeah, see, I like to have a spot, and I'm like, I'm going to build a routine around this spot.
Yeah. See, because I don't want to work in tech anymore. I don't want to
fair.
fix people's computers. It's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, that's fair.
And because it's a specific environment, like if it was tech for,
Something you're like motivated or interested in.
yeah, but if it was tech for like a different company that didn't have specific software and like they're behind on patches, right? Mm-hmm. So they're behind on Mac OS patches and Windows patches. They're never up to date because they have specific things and it's a whole system.
You know what's really ironic about that? Sometimes the patches are what fix the computer's problem.
A lot of times.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's very true. But restarting your computer.
No,
like,
for sure.
You know how many people there like have their computers on for 31 days and you're like, hey, you might want to restart their computer. And like, why? They're like,
Hey.
I went to the Genius Bar.
You ever had coffee for like 4 days straight, and on
Yeah.
that 5th day, you're just like, I need sleep.
They're
Your
like, I talked
computer's
to
the
a
same way.
genius at Apple, and he said to never close my apps. That doesn't help with battery life.
I don't close my apps.
Well, you don't have to close them,
Yes,
but
turn
it
off
definitely helps with battery life, and it helps make your phone run faster because what it's doing is just running all of those things in the
Not
background.
true. Not true.
It's 100% true.
You have to turn off background app refresh.
It doesn't matter because they're still draining your battery.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are, David, because they're opening. They're open and they're functioning.
No, they're not. If you turn off background app refresh, it only functions the one that you're on at the time.
It's not going to refresh itself, but it's still on. No. And it's still running.
Disagree.
There's nothing to disagree with. It's just fact.
I had an Apple genius tell me swiping my apps up is the same thing as force quitting on a Mac, and it's like bad for your battery. And ever since I stopped doing it, I haven't had a single issue with my battery. I promise you,
that's what they say, and it's just not true.
Well, my batteries have lasted. I'm good.
The newer stuff will last a long time.
Even my old stuff.
If you're running with your stuff
where
on,
I was swiping my apps up, and I had background app refresh on.
So, I turned background app. How often are you closing an app and then instantly opening it back up again?
Only when it's not working.
Yeah, but you have a new phone.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, once I turned off background app refresh on my other apps,
that will definitely help. I'm not saying it won't help.
Oh yeah, but no, my old the iPhone 6, I would just swipe it up, and my phone would last 20 minutes, and then I stopped swiping it up, and I turned off background app refresh, and it lasted like 8 hours at least.
It will last longer for sure. Taking that off will last longer, but also the battery life on the Apple or the iPhone 6
the new ones,
was fucking recalled because they were draining your battery on different shit.
It was terrible for sure.
So why would you trust anything Apple says to you?
Because I've heard it from more than just Apple. I mean, hey, you do your phone, I'll do my phone.
I wouldn't trust anybody. But if you keep your phone on, or if you keep your computer on, or your phone on for that matter, and you never restart it, it's going to continue to create bugs inside your computer. And if you restart it, a lot of times, especially with these new MacBook Pros, it removes all of those things because it's essentially keeping your car on, allowing it to run, and then the only reason why it keeps going is because you decided to put gas in, which is essentially what you're doing with your computer by plugging it into power. So if you keep all those apps and things running, app refresh will 100% make sure that your battery life lasts longer than it did before. But closing your apps won't deter it. It won't remove the battery life. What happens a lot of times is people will take their apps and they'll go, yeah. And in 10 minutes, they're all fucking back open again.
Yeah, see, I've just heard so many horrors and negative stories. And like a bunch of things that I've read that I've taken the time to like look at and read and shit like that, they've just said it's pointless to do, and that it's actually worse for your battery to do.
It's definitely not worse, but turning on app refresh might mitigate a lot of that.
Turning off.
Yeah, turning it off might mitigate a lot of it with the new phones that aren't.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
unquote,
when I did it with the 6, it was like a game changer, and then on the 8, I did same thing. Like as soon as I unboxed the phone, turned off background app refresh, and never swiped up an app unless it was like crashed and not working. Yeah, no, they are for sure.
Because the old phones, like all of the batteries, that was why I was so mad that I had to get a new phone.
Yeah, well, you know what's really funny?
I was like, I could have gotten a new battery too.
Exactly,
I would have had a brand new phone.
That's what I was gonna say. They're replacing batteries for free.
I would have had everything would have been new. The screen would have been new. Battery would have been new. Everything else ran fine on it. It would have been perfect.
Sucks to suck.
I had to get in a hot tub with. I was pissed.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, it was rough. But yeah, that's what those people do, man. They just keep their shit on there. Why isn't it working? It's like, I don't know, because you kept your car on for a year.
Yeah, that one you can't do.
Like, that's why. Like, you're just you're running through your shit. But yeah, those are my goals, man. I would hope that I can kick off the financial thing to a way that it can supersede my job now, and that's what I would do. Because when I think about how much money I take home now from work, and I'm trying to figure out in my head how many clients I would need. The only problem is I think that it's short term, so I would help somebody for 6 months to a year.
See, I don't think there's anything wrong with short term.
It's not, but it just means that you have to be
But see, too, you can't just jump straight to end goal either. Yeah, you can't jump straight to end goal. You got to start one block.
Oh no, I know that, but I'm trying to think of okay, what do I need to get to? But quitting my job to do that, not end goal. That's beginning goal.
Yeah. No. I get that. But I'm just saying, what's the beginning goal to the beginning goal?
Yeah, I mean, it's figuring this shit out.
Yeah,
it's
see, that's how I function.
Answering all the questions I had before I decided to do it.
I want to buy the beachfront property and a Porsche and a Lambo. And it's all right, cool. Well, before you can even do that, let's stop and figure out.
Yeah,
have you named this thing? Oh no, I didn't think about that. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what I'd name it actually.
Yeah, naming is just an example.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, but that's something I want. That's definitely something I want to do. I hope people who listen to the podcast or people I talk to understand and hear and know the sincerity that I have, and just the pure excitement and enjoyment that I get out of like helping people figure it out
100%.
and getting to a place in which they feel like they are more financially stable and have a better relationship with money than what they did. Because I've seen firsthand how having a bad relationship with it has fucked things for people.
For sure.
Then I want to write a book that's mostly selfish.
Right.
I want to see my name on something. And then I think that I have a really cool idea, and I think that I have a really cool idea to market it and potentially make it go viral. And then, what was the third thing?
House.
What was the third one there? No, I do want to buy a house, but that might have to wait a little bit. What was the fucking third thing? There's something in there that I mentioned.
Yeah, I don't know.
That I can't remember
I
now.
lost it.
So it must not be that important.
Nah.
Those would be my two ones that I really want to do.
I like it. Oh, the maps, the packs.
Yeah.
That's
the one.
The packs.
Yeah. That would be fun. And I've talked about that or thought about that
a lot.
A lot. But it's one of those things that I don't like. All of them sell for like $4.99. So I'm like, I want to do this stuff more. So that's why it's the third one, and that's why I forgot about it.
Or it could be the simple, easy one that you start now. That
it's
pays
not
for the
simple,
other ones.
though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
because it's a lot of creating.
Yeah.
It would just be like doing a book. It might be more simple.
Right.
But and it's less of a priority.
That's what I might do. I might look at like those three that you want to do and figure out how one could finance the other.
I don't know if I might have a problem financing. I don't think I have a problem financing. The biggest one would be like
finance
$2,000 off the
finance
book.
may not be the right word, but like that helps
enabling the other one.
Yeah, for sure. You do one and it pays for the second.
Yeah, man. I hope that the podcast eventually could get to a place where it'd be like, oh, that and my small clientele from financials can pay for everything that I need.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so dope, dude.
Well, on that note,
I want to work from home.
Who's the
or home office?
I'm testing that water next week.
Yeah, let me know how it goes.
I will.
I used to work from home and it was fucking amazing. The bad part about it was I got lonely.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking hella lonely. I hate it.
Yeah.
The dogs are gone. The house is just being packed up, and I'm just like, damn. The dogs leaving really messed with my head.
I got lonely at times, but I was good at it.
Yeah, then I just go to Dutch Brothers, and I'm like, oh, this is way too much social interaction. I'm so happy to be home.
Yeah, that's because you pull up at fucking 5:30 in the morning.
Hey, what's going on? How's your day? Yo, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Trying to get coffee. What are you doing with your coffee?
Yeah.
Going to work? Where do you work?
I'm about to throw it on you.
Oh, okay, cool. It's like, hey, can I get 2 of these? Dutch Brothers, if you listen to this, anybody that works there, I love you all.
I like them too.
Don't
just
hate you.
Overbearing.
I don't go in the early mornings. I go when I just want a sweet snack instead of like, I need caffeine.
Yeah, they're the most overbearing employees I've ever met in my life.
You know, they got to make that money. But there's a reason they're called broistas.
Is that really what they're called?
Broistas, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna forget that you said that.
All right.
On purpose.
On that note, where can they find us?
Yeah, they can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Neighbor Podcast. Make sure to give us a like, follow, subscribe, those kinds of things. Make sure to do it at... Make sure to give us a review on either Spotify or Apple Podcasts. You can follow us on all of those things too. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podbean. Right now we're at about a little bit over 1,400. We broke that mold.
We just crossed like
number.
14 something.
Yeah, like 12 or 17 or something like that. Yeah. I haven't checked. But yeah, doing good. It's fun.
Yeah, buddy.
And then we have Jordan Dardis, who'll be joining us next Friday. And then Colby and Michelle from Wayward and Wild joining us on August 30th.
Skeet, skeet, bang, bang. That's not appropriate to say at all. I don't know why I said it.
Yeah, especially after that.
I know. I realized that too. Oh, dude. I watched so many of those Trevor Wallace videos.
Yeah.
Where he goes through like the life of a Zoomies employee.
Yeah.
And everything. I binged so many at work today, and he was just like saying something like, "Oh no, it's not me." Like, ski ski bang bang. Like, don't ride that shit, poser. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
What poor timing.
It was just poor timing.
What
yeah.
Horrible timing.
Yeah, you'll pay for it later.
Oh my god. Ugh.
It's
I'm a
all
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well, on that note,
take care, guys.
see ya.
Bye.